Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you another episode of Coffee with Coach. Hope you're up doing well, got the mind in the right place. If not, as always, let's put it in the right place. So I wanted to stop what I was doing today to get this little episode out to you real quick. So going through the normal routines, right? Listening to my videos and so I gotta walk my dogs, right? So as I'm walking one of them, the thing that I just heard, I was like, let me stop what I'm doing real quick and then put this out there, and then I'll go walk the other ones, and then I got to get up to jiu-jitsu class. Actually, I got to get my run in first and then go to jiu-jitsu class. But this thing that I'm listening to caught my attention. All right, so the channel is Fresh Motivation. It's a new channel. Haven't listened to it before. And the title of the video is Against All Odds, Jim Rohn, Steve Harvey, Epic Motivation 2021. All right, so in this video, as I'm walking my dog, I heard this, one of these guys that are talking. It might have been Jim Rohn. He said, when you ask the question, "What's wrong with me?" you open up this Pandora's box, so to speak, of like all these things that, what's wrong with you, And I bring this up, and the reason why this made me stop what I was doing to put out this episode is that. Again, me talking to the people that I talk to week in and week out, conversations that I have with people, I've heard this comment or this question like a lot of times. What's wrong with me? Like, why aren't things going my way? Why don't I have the things that I'm trying to get yet? Why don't I have them yet? Why don't I have that relationship yet? Why don't I have my finances in order yet? What's wrong with me? Okay. And this guy's talking about when you ask that question, what's wrong with me? You attract like a million different things. Like all of a sudden you are looking, morning, Laro, you are looking for all the things that are wrong with you, or all the things that have gone wrong with you, or all the things that didn't go your way, instead of looking for the good things. So like, man, you could start off like, why didn't I have the genetics to go and do this? Or why do I look the way I look? Or why am I this height instead of that height? Why am I? All these things start to come to your mind and fills your mind up with all these negative things of what's wrong with you. Okay. And if you haven't figured it out by now, man, no one's perfect, man. You are who you are. Okay. You were born the way you were born. You look the way you look. Unfortunately, some people like try to make that change and get plastic surgery and do all kind of weird stuff to their face, and they look different. Look, you are who you are. I've accepted that. Like someone for me, like people trip out on me because like I'm like 5'6", man, skinny legs. Like I can sit here and name off all kind of stuff. Like I shaved my hair a long time ago, bald headed, because I didn't like my hair. It was really thin. Couldn't do nothing with it. Couldn't style it. It is what it is, man. Like it is what it is. Like I'm not going to get any taller. I can't do nothing about that. I can't get, people make fun of my legs when I wear shorts because I got skinny legs. It is what it is. Like my calves aren't really going to get much bigger than the way they are. I wasn't born with like these nice genetic calves, legs, whatever, to look a certain way. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I'm not going to like wake up every morning and be like, why don't I look like so-and-so? How come I can't look like or have whatever, like whoever has whatever it is that they have? It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is what I do have, and then what I'm trying to go get and what I'm going to go do every single day. Unfortunately, the people that I talk to, a lot of conversations that I have, it is that question, what's wrong with me? Like why am I doing the things that I'm doing? Why don't I have the things that I had, that I don't have? Why none of this stuff is working out for me? And that's exactly why, because you're asking the wrong question. You're asking instead of asking what's wrong with me, you need to ask what's good with me. What are the good things? Because everyone has something that's good with them. And then we multiply those things and we work on those things and we do those things and we put our mind into a better place. So when I heard this video, again, if you're just hopping on, I was listening to the YouTube channel, which is Fresh Motivation, and the title is Against All Odds, Jim Rohn. If you don't know who Jim Rohn is, the last name is R-O-H-N, okay? You need to get on board with Jim Rohn. Steve Harvey, you probably listened to him already, but he puts out some good motivational stuff, but it's Epic Motivation 2021. And again, while I was walking, it just hit me because it's like, I get that comment or I hear that stuff so many times, like, what's wrong with me? And it's that defeated, beat down voice, man, what's wrong with me? You know, and it's like, man, well, what's good with you? You know, and it doesn't matter. Sometimes people are in their own head so much, like it doesn't matter what kind of good things that I point out to them that is good. They always got to debate the issue. You know, they always want to go back to the bad things. They want to go back to the mistakes. They want to go back to the mishaps or to the, you know, whatever just wasn't right. That's where they want to stay at. And that's just not where it's at, man. Where it's at is where it's good at. You know, what the things that are good, things that are going your way. There's got to be something that's working out for you right now. There's got to be something that's happening good in your life right now. And we work on those things and we go in that direction versus the other direction. If I keep asking myself every morning when I wake up, what's wrong with me? Man, if that's all I'm focused on every single day is what's wrong with me, man, I'm going to find all kind of things that are wrong with me. And I'm going to dwell on those and sit on those and focus on those. And I'll never take the opportunities that are given to me that are good to me. You know, I got a lot of good things happening to me right now because my mind is obviously in a better place. I'm not going to sit here day in and day out and wake up and ask, what's wrong with me? I'm going to ask myself what's good and then focus on the good and then go towards the good and try to attract more good things to me than thinking about and dwelling on the negative. You know, it's springtime, right? It's March, at least for me here in Texas, you know. It's just that time of the year, man. Like weeds all in the yard. Well, not really, because I put a lot of good stuff down in my yard, but some neighbors' yards. Okay, as I walk my dog, it's like, man, look at all those weeds. They grow no matter what. You don't got to give them water. You don't got to give them sunlight. You don't got to give them any nutrients, any food. They are going to grow no matter what because that's what they are. They're weeds. They're ugly. They need to get yanked out. They need to get pulled. It's spring cleaning time, guys. It's time to clean up the mind. It's time to clean up the way you think, the way you talk, the way you act, the way you hold yourself, the way you present yourself. You know, some people take that as like arrogant or, you know, overly. Hey, look, I'd rather walk around like that than with my head down, beating myself up every day, tearing myself apart from the inside out, looking for all the things that aren't going my way or all the things that went wrong, all the things that I don't like about myself. You know, that those are all weeds. Those are all things that just need to get plucked out, man. And you need to focus and do a little spring cleaning right now and get rid of all that stuff and plant some good seeds down with some new thoughts and some new ways of thinking about yourself and new ways of acting and going about your day every single day with your head up and your chest out a little bit. Man, people take it the wrong way. They just take it the wrong way. It's better to walk around that way than to walk around with your head down. And, you know, you're going to get talked about anyways. No matter what happens or what you try to do, people, they're going to talk about you, okay? I figured that out a long time ago. It doesn't matter if I'm whatever. It's like, you know what? I'm happy with myself. This is the way I like to be. And that's all that matters. You know what I mean? And so that's what we need to focus on. So like I said, if you're just hopping on, as I was walking my dog, I heard this, I'm listening to this video, it's a new one. And he's like, man, too many people ask themselves, what's wrong with me? You know, instead of asking what's good with me. And when you ask yourself what's wrong with you, you just attract all these different thoughts to your mind on what is wrong with you, what hasn't gone your way, all the things that did go bad. And they happen is like the last couple episodes. Like I was talking about Ed Milet. If you didn't hear the episode yesterday, go back to yesterday, scroll down, do whatever, go to YouTube. It's on there. It's a guy I listened to, Ed Milet. He was giving an interview, and he was talking about his dad, alcoholic, drug user, wasn't the best dad or the husband for 40 years. For 40 years, in the last 35, 36 years of his life was a good life. He changed. Okay, so everyone can change. It's just the way you look at yourself, the way you talk about yourself, and the way you know, again, people are so quick to give other people compliments except for themselves, okay? They want to tear themselves apart, and they don't talk about themselves like they do other people. You know what I mean? And so that stuff has to change day in and day out. So again, ask the right questions, guys. Ask the right questions to attract the right things to you versus asking the wrong questions. So instead of asking what's wrong with me, asking what's good with you. All right, so I got to get back to my routine. I can hear my dog over here crying because I put the other one in the cage, and he knows that it's time for his turn. and he's not too happy right now. But I had to get this out because this right there is a huge problem that I come across a lot, because I hear that comment all the time. What's wrong with me? All right. What's good with you? All right. Make it good today. We'll catch you guys on the next one. We'll see you.